Y'all
All
ready?
right, guys. Giants win 34-17.
Woo!
Honestly, really didn't think that GG's Maurice as
GG's.
always.
GG's.
Kind of crazy. Did not think that this would happen, guys, but overall one of the best games I've seen the Giants play in a while. So, let's dive into it. Stats are looking pretty good and it starts with our rookies. So, rookie quarterback Jackson Dart had 195 yards for 1 touchdown, 1 rushing touchdown. And 58 rushing yards. Cam Scattaboo, 19 carries for 98 yards, 3 touchdowns. What a performance by Cam there. Really took advantage of the Eagles' defense there. Couldn't be happier. Wan'Dale Robinson also had a catching touchdown, which was fantastic. Let's move to the defense real quick. Brian Burns, 2 sacks. Cordell Flott with a game-changing interception. Darius Muasau with a sack. Honestly, guys, this was one of the most complete games I've seen this Giants team play. They came to win. They came to play. They wanted this one. A little bit of controversy in this game with Brian Dable going into the medical tent after Jackson Dart got hit there for the concussion protocol, kind of screaming at the doctor. And John Mara came out and made a statement about how we don't do that here and that we're cooperating with the investigation. So we'll see what comes of that. I think that the Giants are going to get a very hefty fine for that, which as they should. But we'll see if anything else comes out of it at this point after the investigation. But this was, guys, I'm just over the moon that my rookies looked good this week. Jackson Dart looked like a really good, future for the Giants this week. I mean, obviously it's still very early, more to come. However, that commanding leadership presence he has shown for this Giants offense has done wonders for them. He completely elevated these receivers this game. Cam Scattaboo, man, I can't say enough about him. His attitude, he runs with fire. He literally knocked Zach Bond off of his feet, just completely took him out. The guy's extremely physical. I mean, is it sustainable long term? We'll see. But for this game, I was super excited. Coming into a game like this, go ahead.
Just one thing. He's done that to a couple people in this division, not just...
I know he has.
And I have a few nicknames that I want to run by you for this dynamic duo of rookies, if that's okay with you.
Oh, God. All right. Yeah.
So we got to go Mighty Ducks theme here, the Bash Bros. I think that I like that one. I also, and this is not to demean these two in any way, they just kind of seem like a little bit of frat boyish, so I kind of want to go with like a Beavis and Butthead type thing.
And Cam's probably the butthead.
He is, but that's okay though. We still love him. But anyway, just thought of the nicknames.
He the great cornholio.
He is the great
cornholio. Keep it simple.
Yeah, exactly.
keep it simple. Bam Scattaboo.
Bam Scattaboo.
That's it.
Yeah, he played really, really hard and did really well against the Eagles here, which shows a lot of promise for us. That guy really, he's just super physical. Honestly, the two rookies, I really have nothing really bad to say about them. However, watching Jackson Dart, he still needs to be better with holding onto the ball. He luckily didn't fumble this game. However, you can still tell that some of his, plays and movements are a little shaky. That comes with time, rookie growing pains. However, to come in as a rookie quarterback against the Eagles, who are the defending Super Bowl champs, at your home, a game that nobody thought you guys were going to win. We all didn't think. I mean, most, the analysts, except for Earl, but most of the analysts, the fans, general consensus was the Giants were going to come in here after that Saints disaster class and get absolutely manhandled by the Eagles, which just wasn't the case. And as you said, Maurice, and we spoke about this on our preview, I said, and you said that the main difference here would be if the defensive line got pressure on Jalen Hurts, and they did just that. Jalen Hurts struggled. The Giants took advantage of it, took advantage of putting points on the board. Over the moon excited. Very happy for this team, very happy for this fan base. We kind of really needed this one. We really needed this divisional win. The guys needed it. The team needed it in total. Very good start for this rookie duo. Hopefully more to come. Looking forward to more games, however, being realistic, this was a different situation. We'll see how the Giants continue to consistently be good moving forward. But overall, much needed win. Division's much closer now for everybody here.
Yeah.
We'll get more into that as we talk to the rest of you guys on your games. But Maurice, take it away with your team, unless you guys want to talk about the Giants first, or we just overall talk about it at the end.
Who's your player of the game?
Player of the game, Cam Scadaboo.
Mm-hmm. Any questions before I get to my side?
Oh,
Girl.
Go ahead, Earl.
Does it have to be a question?
Sure.
No?
Or statement.
Whatever.
All right. First and foremost, I'm going to give player of the game to Jackson Dart. Because with his legs, he pretty much did
That's
what
fair.
he needed
Yeah.
to for that. I'm going to go ahead and just say this truth bomb here. In my prediction, I wrote down that I had Jackson Dart starting actually in this game. And lo and behold, it occurred. One thing that I noticed with this team, especially with the two rookies, is a nice dynamic duo. And I'm going to say it's a low-key dynamic duo back, if you know, from 2016. Dak and Zeke came in the league at the same time and
Good
took the world by
comparison.
storm from there.
Yep.
I'm seeing a little bit of the shades of that. I'm not going to call it, but it's their nice own little giant splash flavor with it. And it's really cool to see the fan base rise when they see Dart out there playing. When he went down, they were just, please don't put Russ back in there. Please don't. And when he got back up, it was just like, thank you,
I think
football
you guys
guys.
need to trade
So,
Russ. I don't think. I just
No,
nah.
I
I don't think anybody wants the guy, man. I don't know.
No, he's gonna be the Gatorade. Basically, for Dart being able to utilize his legs became a major factor in this game, and it really wore down the defense of the Eagles. And Cam Scadaboo, with his bruising running style, he slimmed down a lot. Like I'm really impressed with how much weight he lost compared from college and slimming down into his senior year, and then just gearing up for the NFL season. He looks in great shape, and I still think he's still not in his man body, but he's getting close.
If
But,
that's not his man
hats off
body,
to Will.
I'm petrified to see what that is.
Yeah, you better be scared. Basically, the Giants played better. It really kept the defense off the field, but when they were out there, they were able to make the plays. They were able to get pressure on Hurts, but at the same time, seeing some of the corners do better. I saw FlyEaglesFly catch
man, yeah.
Almost took it to the house. And the route, I saw something like that back against my team when Hurts threw the ball around that way, jumped the route. Hey, you did everything you needed to. But credit to the Giants in this win. I didn't expect them to blow them out the way that I thought they were, but it was definitely one where I knew they would get the dub. But you go ahead. I just wanted to say a piece on that.
Just real quick before you go, Lucas, I just wanted to say FlyEaglesFly, he had that clutch moment, but he got really lucky that Jalen Hurts missed that open 80-yard touchdown to Devonta Smith, because that game could have went a whole nother direction if he hit on that. And number 2, Earl, to go off your point of Jackson Dart using his legs, Jackson Dart is the third rookie to rush for 50-plus rushing yards in his first 3 games, and he is with elite company, Lamar Jackson, and Maurice's quarterback, Jalen Hurts. So, pretty cool there. But go ahead, Lucas. I'm sorry.
Also want him to learn how to slide, too.
He did better this game with that. He did do better this game with that. And you know what? I thought of you, Earl, and I thought of the slide when he was literally rushing, and I saw him slide, and I was so proud. I was like, Earl would be so proud to watch him slide.
I was watching the game. I was like, he's learning.
I just want to also say, Earl was talking about Cam Scadaboo getting into his man body. Cam Scadaboo is a personality. He's a cult of personality. He comes on Thursday Night Football after the game, gets the most professional guy ever, Ryan Fitzpatrick, to take off his shirt, and they do a shirtless chest bump on them in front of a whole bunch. Man, Cam Scadaboo is a cult of personality. He is taking over the city of New York.
Yeah, Cam Scadaboo and Jackson Dart also interact by butting heads with each other.
That's how they became friends.
So
that and what Willie.
As you can tell, they're all a little mentally unstable, and honestly, I'm all about having some mental instability on my football team. Guys are balling out. I'll take it.
I call Cam Rhino.
He is a rhino.
All right,
Maurice. Go ahead, Maurice.
We talked about the positive. We talk about the negative. But before we do that, though, I do want to say once again, GG's, Mal.
GG's.
I posted this in our group chat on Twitter. I said, the Giants got their Jaden Daniels.
And I mean 6.
Well, that's kind of wild.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. But they got the Jaden Daniels, and they got their franchise altering the guy that's going to uplift their franchise. Basically, he's gonna bring some energy to the fans, which he did in that game. They were really into it, especially at MetLife Stadium. They were really into it. When he got hurt, he went to the tent. The vibes went kind of low when Russ came in there. I understand.
I heard the boos.
But yeah, he basically gave us a free turnover on downs, basically, because yeah, he was awful.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Yeah, I thought it was funny how Dable ran up in that tent. They had like every neurologist.
His job depended on it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
He's definitely going to keep his job for the rest of the year because of Jackson Dart now. They had every neurologist within a 15-mile radius at MetLife in that tent for Jackson Dart. They gave him a sensu beam and a monster reborn just to get back on the field as fast as possible because everything was relying on him. Cam Scatterboo, I think he's a really nice young running back. It's to the point where I don't think guys were like trying to avoid tackling him. They didn't want to go full force into him because they was going to get depleted. It was crazy.
Also,
your former Giant, Dory Jackson, just like whiffed on the tackle. I thought it was intentional. I thought it was purely intentional.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
He made a business decision.
Yeah,
he made a business decision.
Also, by the way, just want to shout out this person. Lil Jordan Humphrey played really good for you guys.
Honestly, iconic. I was here for it. But honestly, I didn't think it was... No, and I didn't think it was going to go the way that it did. However, like I was saying earlier before, guys, these guys, Jackson elevated these guys. I mean...
Jalen Hyatt made an appearance.
Jalen Hyatt had a play. Wan'Dale Robinson had a play. Like, these guys stepped up with both Slayton and Neighbors out. Like, I was impressed.
That was Hyatt's first catch of the season, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's amazing when you see guys out there with speed.
And you have a quarterback that the team can get behind.
Yeah, that part.
Well, I'm going to focus on my
Lucas knows that well.
I'm going to talk about my defense.
But go ahead.
Yeah, I'm talking about my defense real quick. This was a bad defense game. You can't let a quarterback on his third NFL start just dominate you the way he did. Now, Jackson Dart did use his legs a lot, which is cool. You have the game plan for that. It is what it is. I thought Vic Fangio didn't do a good job preparing his guys on defense to stop him. He looked like a superstar out there. I mean, he really did. Now, was that because of his defense or was that just because of Jackson Dart himself? I don't know. We have to wait and see next week what they do. But when it comes to our defense, I think our defense came up small. I thought our defense basically got punked out there.
Well, you were missing your best defensive player, right?
Well,
yeah,
yes.
Jalen Carter being out was kind of crazy. I didn't suspect that.
Yeah, but still.
And Quignon going down too.
And then Quignon had a hamstring injury, which he'll be questionable going into another big game next week against the Vikings. We'll be definitely going to need him. I'll talk about that on my matchup on YouTube. So yeah, it's our defense came up small. We have to do better than that. I didn't particularly like them just celebrating, taunting the Eagles, Cam flipping every time he scored a touchdown. That's the kind of stuff that should piss off a defense. We play our guys in 2 weeks. We're going to see if they remember that because it's all over the team. We really going to see it.
And it's very recent. It's not like we're playing each other 5 weeks away. It's literally like next week.
Yeah, they gotta get their get back. Yeah. Now let's turn to the offense. I thought this was a terrible Jalen Hurts game. I thought he played awful. The crazy thing is, once again, I said this last week. Jalen Hurts passed for 283. Now, if you just saw the numbers, you would say that's pretty good. No, if you watch the game, Jalen Hurts is bad. He missed let me finish, Lucas. He missed Devontae Smith on an easy touchdown. He was wide open. Nobody was 10 yards from him. He threw the interception a flop. A.J. Brown was wide open. That's 2 touchdowns off the board right there. I thought Jalen Hurts played really bad. He got sacked 3 times. I mentioned in our matchup preview last week that if their defensive line get at our offensive line, we're gonna have a long day. Our offensive line is not as good as it was last season. I don't know why. It can't just be because the loss of Mekhi Becton. I don't think a lot of the guys are healthy, and I think the defensive lines the Eagles are playing are simply bullying them, and it's noticeable because Saquon Barkley can't run. He can't run. Saquon Barkley had 12 carries for 58 yards. Now, you will ask yourself, and once again, I'm going to repeat myself, the identity of this football team is run first. Saquon had 12 rushes. Now, I'm going to slide into the offensive coordinator once again, Kevin Patullo. Not creative. And the offense is very predictable. So much so that Lane Johnson, our future Hall of Famer with 2 Super Bowls, came out and said to the press after the game, hey, this offense is too predictable. The defenses know what we're going to do. We play a lot out of the pistol set. If Saquon is in there and they go 12 personnel, they're going to run the ball 99% of the time. We know this. So they have to do something. They have like a little mini bye here. They got to come up with something because this team is just too good with talent to not just be mediocre on one side of the football. Now the defense, I could slide them some bail. They're young. Vic Fangio was doing a really good job. I give him some bail, and they have some injuries. Speaking of that, something that just came out of nowhere: Zadarius Smith retired out of nowhere. That was a shocker Monday morning. And what the big deal of that is, he leads the team in sacks. We got him off the street before week 1 of the season, and he leads the team in sacks. And he just said, at 33, I ain't got no more. I'm done, y'all. Peace. Now what the Eagles going to do? They have no one else that can really rush from the edge position. Nolan Smith is out on IR. They maybe have to be creative with and putting Jahai Campbell now on the edge with Nakobe Dean coming back. And the issue going into our next game is we don't have Quinyon Mitchell. Well, we might not have Quinyon Mitchell. He's questionable with a hamstring. We all know how hamstring injuries go. They're touch and go. So we might go out there and play Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison with Keely Ringo and Adoree Jackson. Pray for me.
Well,
I do have a question,
the positives is for next game, at least it's either going to be Carson Wentz or J.J. McCarthy, neither of which have super impressed this year.
If Carson Wentz beats us,
that will be hilarious.
I might not be here next week.
I might not crash out.
But to go back.
That's going to be my bye week, Lucas. I'm not going to be here next week.
I'll call Zach. But in the meantime, I do want to.
Both of y'all come up.
I do want to mention a few things. Maurice, I've said it before about Jalen Hurts. Less is more.
Yes.
Less is more. Mm-hmm. This game, last 2 weeks have proven that yet again. Even though he can step up in big games, we're not denying that. We saw the Super Bowl. None of us are blind. During the regular season, less is more with Jalen Hurts. That's one. And when you said he had wide open spaces, you know what song I thought of?
Earl, are you taking notes?
Already wrote.
Earl writes physical notes. He takes real physical notes.
Oh, I told you, like I ain't playing. I'm not playing.
I got you. Receipts. I got you.
So when Maurice said wide open spaces, Mal might know this song. I thought of this Dixie Chicks song, "Wide Open Spaces."
I do know that song.
That's what I thought of when Maurice said that. But he's not wrong. They did have wide open spaces. Look, the Eagles' problem is their coordinators. It's never been their talent; it's been their coordinators. And this year it's the offensive coordinator. I have no problems with the defense coordinator. They're gonna have to make a change this offseason because I don't think Kevin Patullo is that. But Earl,
your turn. You raise your hand.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So what I got from this is I spoke on this. Reese Wright might remember where I said that his team is low key bleeding out.
When did you say that?
Oh my
Bleeding
god!
out. I don't remember this.
It's the receipts for me.
Oh no, it's the receipts.
It's the receipts.
And where I said that there was a blueprint to stop this team, and it low key was showcased in week 1, where I said that if they follow a certain blueprint with this team and challenge them, they're not as strong as they were last season. No doubt in my mind, they can get there. But right now, you're a shell of what you truly are. And right now, if your team is strong enough to be able to come back and be better, yeah, you have missing pieces. Some pieces that could be more meaning to it. That Gardner Johnson dude, who knows? He might have been the vocal leader.
He's a free agent again.
Yeah. Get released, yeah.
I think he's on the practice squad now.
They parted ways.
He got released from the Ravens.
Yeah.
They part? Oh, never mind. Then you could bring him back, especially with the injuries you have in the secondary. But then you got to also look at it too. You're missing one guy. That's okay. Your lineman is by far one of the best, but if they're not healthy to do what they do, then you have to find a common game plan to try to sub what is happening. No doubt in my mind, your O-line coach can do it. He's one of the best in the game. But at the same time, right now, you're low-key bleeding, and you can fix it, but if you don't fix it right away, other teams are going to figure it out, and it's going to be a lot harder than what you think it's going to be. No doubt in my mind, he's still a solid quarterback. If he needs to run it, run it. If he needs to get more involved with Saquon, have it run it too. You can do it. You got elusive guys on this team. You just gotta get the ball in their hands a little bit more. Get them the confidence they need to. And it's just me just saying as a whole for it because I feel that's what the Eagles need. I'm looking at it on both. I'm understanding the enemy, but at the same time knowing like, okay, I'm seeing what's happening and I'm seeing the crack in the dam. If you just got to get the ball in your best player's hands and make things happen. And then the defense along the way with it being young, it's going to be fine. You got the pieces there. Fangio, he knows what to do. So I wouldn't feel like you're reeling, but just keep a close eye that your team is beat.
Jordan Mailata was being beat like he was a dead horse. I don't know what was going on with him that night. That was just wild.
I do have a quick question for you, Maurice, before we move on, because we didn't address it yet. There was actually a pretty big thing during the game. So the 4 in a row tush push.
Oh gosh! That's going to get that play banned now. That's going to get the.
Well, that was going to be my question. Do you think that with the clear view of the false start and the refs being unable to officiate it, do you think that's going to officially push the case to ban it next year? Or what do you think's going to happen?
Well, that campaign started with Kansas City.
Yeah,
that started with that.
That is true. Do you think that this will definitely continue that case?
So.
Yeah.
I think it will be banned.
I think they say it. They're going to have to create something
Enjoy it
different.
while you can.
Yeah, enjoy it while you can. And they don't pull back on it, too. They'll just run it every time if they can. If they can get 2-3 yards, they'll run it.
I do want to say, though, on that 3rd and 1, the full 1 yard, we did stop it short that one time. But, however, it was a full yard. But I will take the one stop.
Take what you can get.
At one point, I was just like, oh, my God, stop it.
I think somebody got hurt in that, too.
Yeah.
Somebody got hurt, I think.
Yes. I don't remember who it was. One of my linemen.
Yeah, somebody got hurt. But, that's one to go by the wayside after this season.
Yeah. All right.
RIP to the tush push.
All right.
RIP tush push.
Well, it's time to get to Minister.
Hold on. Who's your player of the game, Maurice?
Oh, I forgot. Everything went wrong. Offense, Jalen Hurts went wrong. He went way wrong. The player of the game, I'm gonna give it to Cooper DeJean. And I say Cooper DeJean because I think he's going to be very important for this next week's game. I'll get into that later when I match up, but they're going to have to move Cooper DeJean from the slot to outside corner if Quinyon doesn't play. They have no other options. I just don't have no faith in Ringo and Adoree Jackson.
That's fair.
I have no faith.
You got to evolve him into that Swiss Army knife you were talking about.
You're going to have to do something, man. Listen.
Yeah, no, that's fair. All right, Earl, it is your time.